If f differentiable at x, then f continuous at x. Does that mean differentiability we can imply continuity? Conversely, not true. Okay. The property if f differentiable at x, then f continuous at x. Conversely, is not true. Does that mean continuous we don't imply to differentiable? We can see example relates to absolute value and absolute value x. Now let's see graph function. Let's see graph function absolute value x. You can see the function here continuous. Continuous? Yes, continuous. But not differentiable. Why? You can see as it's quite also, but quite also. We have how many tangent lines? We have how many tangent lines? 1, 2. Okay, we have 2 tangent lines. We have 2 tangent lines is I mean the tangent line of this doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It has to do the f graph. F graph, let's say x0. Is it here? It has to do the right hand derivative. Is it here? It has to do the left hand derivative. Okay? Left hand, right hand, corresponding to 2 tangent lines. 2 tangent lines. 2 tangent lines here are different. 2 tangent lines different. Does that mean right hand derivative is not equal right hand derivative? Left hand derivative is not equal right hand derivative. Does that mean that 2 one-sided is not equal? 2 one-sided is not equal. You can imply that 2-side derivative doesn't exist. Okay? I think you know the condition for the existence of 2-side derivative when 2-side derivative exists if and only if 2 one-sided exist and equal. Okay? So here we have the left hand derivative is not equal right hand derivative. So the derivative function here doesn't exist. Does that mean continuous don't imply differentiable? Yes? Ở đây các bạn chút là tính khả vi thì suy ra được liên tục, nhưng mà liên tục thì không suy luận lại được. Và ví dụ hàng này đây, hàng chiều độ rưỡi, thì cái đường này là tương ứng với đảo hàm trái này tại điểm không, đường này tương ứng đảo phải thì điểm không, và đây là 2 đường khác nhau, 2 đường khác nhau. Vậy chứng tỏ đảo hàm trái khác đảo hàm phải chưa? Khác như này, đảo hàm trái khác đảo hàm phải, mà điều kiện để tồn tại đảo hàm hai phía là gì? Đảo hàm trái đảo hàm phải tồn tại bằng nhau. Đây khác nhau, vậy thì cái này không có đảo hàm. Vậy tức là liên tục, nhưng mà không có đảo hàm để không. Được chưa nhỉ? Để thực chất. Okay, now starting here we have some property related to derivative. You must do the differentiation rule. Differentiation tức là quá trình để đặt hàng. Quy tắc của quá trình để đặt hàng. Differentiation rule. Now you can see the term. Let f and c define and differentiable on oppositable AB. Then the sum different product and function of 2 functions f and c also differentiable on AB. And we can estimate some different function and product function by the following rule. you can see the derivative of sum. The derivative of sum to the derivative. The same to differ. To continue imagine to the derivative of product. Okay, you can see equal f prime cf plus the ff g prime f. Okay, so continue we have the formula for the derivative of quotient. So finally, imagine to the chain rule. Chain rule. Imagine to the derivative of couple g function. And couple g prime. Okay, we have the formula here. This means f prime g f couple g prime x is equal f prime at this point gx times g prime x. G prime x. For example, if maybe we have a function gx, I'm sorry, 8x is equal 2x plus 1 times 10. Now we want to find the derivative of function. This maybe we can inflect the 8x as a complete function. What will you have? X to the power of 10. Gx is equal 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. I think you can inflect the x as a complete function of f and g. What do you think that? What do you think that? Now, let me check. f as a complete function of f and g. Let me check. The equation here, 2 or 4. True? Yeah. Based on the property here, we can estimate the f prime. Now, f prime, what value? F prime, what value? F prime, based on the property here, is equal f prime at c def times g prime. What value? F, I think it's equal 10 x power 9. But we replace f here by z. Okay, equal 10 times zx to the power 9 is times z prime equal 2 is equal 20. Okay, we can replace gx by 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 to the power 9. Okay, I think you can estimate f prime this way on the derivative of cosine function. To continue, we must to the derivative of inverse function. It has this by formula. Inverse function. Now, why we have this formula? I think you know the relationship between inverse function and function. I think you know you know that? Okay? F inverse không có F, all way sẽ có F. Okay? Closing function. We apply the formula here. We apply the formula here to imply the relationship. Now, how to find? Okay, we can differentiating the both sides of the equation. Differentiate đảo hàm. Differentiate the both sides of the equation. The both sides of the equation, what do you have? You can see the left hand side. The left hand side, when we take derivative, is equal f inverse ground. That's fx. This time f ground x is equal. You can see right hand derivative when we differentiate 1. Okay, from here you can utilize the formula. Okay, utilize the formula. Okay, based on the formula, if you want to find the derivative inverse function of the point y, what do you need to do? Now, the question. If you want to find f inverse from as y, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? I think the first step, step one, y. Step one, we need to find the x0. We need to find the x0 such as y f equal fx0. The first step, you need to find x0, y0. When you find the x0, we can apply the formula here to find. Step two, we can apply. If we denote the f inverse from here like I, we can find I is equal 1 over f from x0. Okay, two steps. Have we find the derivative of inverse function? Now, let me give you an example. Let fx have the formula. We can denote the inverse function of f by z. Now we want to find the z parameter 2. How to find that? We can work on those two steps here to find the z parameter 2. Now, how to find? In here we denote the z f inverse. So we have the zx is equal f inverse. Okay, we can denote this one. Y0, what is it? 2. Okay, 1, 0, 2. Okay, we follow two steps here. Step Step 1, we need to find x0. We to find x0, that's simplify. Simplify the equation fx0 equal 2. Okay? We need to find x0 simplifies the equation. Okay? We need to find the equation. Okay, fx equal 2. It may be x equals 0. Okay, it may be x equals 0. But we don't know. This may be have different x. It will make the x equals 2. This may be. This may be. Now, let's fx is equal fx minus 2. I want to find the own solution fx equals 0. We need to find. Let f is equal fx minus 2. Now, we check f gram of the leaf. F gram of the leaf. Capital F gram of the leaf is equal to 2x over 1 plus x squared plus 2. That's 2. Okay. I think you can see the value here all the way literal. All the way literal, negative 1 plus 2. 1 literal 0. Why? Why we have? Because absolute value 2x over 1 plus x squared all the way less than 1. Cauchy inequality. Cauchy inequality. You can see Cauchy inequality. Cauchy. But the Cauchy. Okay? You can see this? Okay? Cauchy, it will be, you can analyze the Cauchy inequality. You can see the value here all the way has absolute value less than 1. Less than 1 for all x. So, the value here all the way is around negative 1 plus 2. Okay? I think positive. Positive. F gram positive, F gram non-negative. We can imply the function capital F here strictly increasing. Strictly increasing standard. Okay? Strictly increasing. Have you know that? Strictly increasing. Besides, I think it's very easy to see f0 is equal 0. f0 equals 0. Okay, the function strictly increasing have a solution 0. So we can imply the function f equals 0 has only one 0. Okay? Only one 0. On the one, two, from 1 and 2. We have x0 is equal to 0. Only one solution. So f0 have only one value, 0. Okay, we finish the step 1. We finish step 1. We find the x0. To continue, we replace x0 here. You can find the z prime circle. We apply the formula. Apply the formula. Apply the formula. Applying the formula z prime x is equal z prime y0 is equal 1 over f prime x0. Apply the formula. We obtain z prime 2 is equal 1 over f prime 0. F prime 0 is equal f prime 0 up is equal 1 over f prime 2x over 1 plus x squared plus 2 plus x equals 0. Okay, this here we can replace x by 0. We have to leave here is equal 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I think we need to find derivative inverse function as 2. Okay, we need very simple. Okay, if you need to write out the solution for the example, you can continue. Okay, you can continue. To continue, it's way on the formula here. It's way on the formula here. You can enter the derivatives for some basic function. For example, natural logarithm. This may be defined the natural logarithm is by our formula here to estimate the formula for that. Okay, you can see we can establish the formula for natural logarithm. We can establish the formula for logarithm function x is by a. Listen to the cosine. Okay? Invert cosine. Invert conjunction. The same. Okay, it's way out the formula for derivative of invert function. You can establish for that. Now, I want to explain why we have the formula. Why we have the formula. I think you know natural here inverse function of exponent. Yeah. I think you can see the fx is equal to exponent x. We have the f inverse x always is equal to natural of this. Okay. I think you know f exponent x. Okay, I think you know the f prime x is equal to exponent x. Very easy to establish. But when we listen to the inverse function, I think it's not easy. Why we have the formula? Why we have the formula? I think we need to establish. Now, okay, simply again you know this by the gx. You want to find the g prime x, what value? I don't know. Simply you can apply the formula. Now, I think you can follow two steps here to find. Step 1. Identify the x0. Satisfy the equation y is equal f x0. Okay, x0. To step 2. Z prime as y. What value? 1 over f prime and l. Okay? It equal, I think f prime is equal to exponent x, so it equal y equal to exponent x0, so it becomes. Okay, we have the z prime y. It equal 1 over 1. Okay, we can establish the derivative for inverse function. Okay, inverse function. Y, z prime y is equal to y. Does that mean derivative of natural number f is equal to 1 over x? So, okay, we can establish some formula here. Okay, the table here, basic table for derivative. Basic table for derivative. You can apply the table here to estimate the derivative of some function. Ở cái bảng này, đạo hàm của bảng này thì những công thức như đạo hàm của E của x, của sin x, của tan x hay của a x viết ra là rồi. Thế nhưng những hàm ngược của nó thì bắt buộc phải thiết lập dựa trên những hàm ngược. Ví dụ như hàm logic của x, mình nói rồi, đó là hàm ngược hàm E của x và công thức đây là vừa thiết lập rồi. Giống thế thì hàm arcsin là hàm ngược hàm sin cũng xác định như thế. Tương tự đối với hàm tốt, hàm arctan, hàm arccotan, tất cả cái này là hàm ngược những hàm ngược và ta thiết lập được. Đấy là lý do tại sao tự dưng chúng ta có những cái đạo hàm này, mặc dù những cái hàm ngược là tương đối chỉnh lượng. Hàm f thì có thể tìm thức được cho trước, nhưng hàm ngược của nó lại rất chỉnh lượng, vì không phải lúc nào ta giải của x theo y. Được cái gì? Y theo x thì được, thế nhưng ngược lại x theo y thì lại không dễ thế nào. Đúng không nhỉ? Rất nhiều trường hợp không dễ được thế nào. implicit and explicit function. Implicit hàm ẩn, explicit hàm hiện. Okay, you can see the definition. You can see the definition. Relate to implicit function and implicit function. Implicit function is that mean we can express y as a function of x. Y as a function of x. Okay? And we know exact formula f. We know exact formula f. Implicit function is that mean from the relationship between the f, y, f equals 0. We don't know exact the formula y. Okay? It may be the formula y, hide it.
Yeah.
Okay? In that case, we only know the relationship between f, y, but we don't know exact formula of y. Okay? Is that mean the formula y and the function f hidden? In that case, the function y has the name implicit function. Okay? Implicit function, but does that mean I know y function of f, but we don't know the formula y. Okay? Công thức này bị ẩn định trong hàm ẩn này, tức là chúng ta chỉ biết được quan hệ hàm này thôi, nhưng ta không biết chính xác công thức của y, hiểu không? Còn hiện tức là ta biết chính xác công thức của y, hiểu không? Được chưa nhỉ? Okay, I think you find out the definition related to implicit and implicit function. Now, let me give you an example. You can see. We have the relationship between the f and y. This may be example the f and y by this. It equals 0. From this relationship, it may be you can find the y function of f. In this case, you can find y. It may be y is equal pm p plus m minus pm square root 9 minus s square. Okay? In here, we know exact formula function y. Is that mean from the equation you can find the formula function y? Sometimes from the in general, from the relationship f y equals 0, we cannot solve for y from the equation. From this relationship, we don't find y and a function of x. We don't know exact formula. Example. Let me give you an example. This may be exponent x y plus x plus y equals 1. I think the equation here is not easy to find the y depend on x. Not easy. Okay? Eventually difficult to find y and a function of x. Okay? It's not easy. But we know y. All the way the function of x is that mean y implicit function of x. Okay? From the relationship capital F, x, y equals 0, we know y is equal yx. From the equation, we know what all the way depends on x. But this may be we don't know exact formula y. This may be we know exact formula y. If we know exact formula y, it doesn't mean the y implicit function. But we don't know exact formula y implicit function. Okay? But y always depends on x. Always depends on y implicit or y implicit. Now from here we need to find y prime. What value? Y prime. What value? The question here. This may be we don't know. We don't know exact formula y. But we need to find y prime. How to find y prime? If you don't know exact formula y, how to find? Now, let me example. This will be we have the relationship equals 0. Now we want to find y prime. It may be you can based on the formula here to find. Sometimes we don't need the formula here to find y prime. How to find? How to find? Okay. Based on the relationship here, I know y a function of x. So we can divide the equivalent to x squared yx squared minus 9 equals 0. Okay? To continue, what we need to do? Differentiating the both sides of the equation. Differentiating the both sides of the equation. What we have? The left hand side, what value? Differentiating the both sides of the equation. Left hand side, what value? 2x plus 2yx times y prime x 0. Right hand side 0. Okay, from here we can imply y prime s is equal minus 2x over 2y. You can see 2x over 2y. Okay, we can imply y prime. Okay, we can deduce is equal minus x over y. Minus x over y. Okay. From the example here, you can see, if maybe we don't know exact formula of y, you can find y prime. You can find y prime. Okay? Based on some from intellectual period. Now, continue. I give you an example. You can see n and y have a relationship, and q y minus y q n equals 6. Equals 6. I think from the equation, it's not easy to find exact formula of y. Okay? But we need to require compute y prime. To continue, we need to find tangent line as a point A to 1. How to do that? How to do that? Now, you know why the function of x, y function of x, y implicit function, implicit function of x. The similar to this over here. The similar. Okay, we have the relationship between x and y. Differentiating the both sides of the equation. We have from the equation we obtain y prime is equal. Y prime is equal. Y prime is equal is that mean y prime x is equal 3x squared y minus y cubed over 3y squared x minus x cubed. Okay? X cubed. To continue, we need to find the tangent line at this point. The tangent line at this point. I think you know the formula for tangent line. Tangent line at the point 2, 1 of the formula. I think it's a scale. We have the x0 equal to x0 equal to y0 equal to 1. Okay, the formula for tangent line is equal y prime at 2 at x0 x minus x0 plus the y0. I think you know that? x0 equal to y0 equal to 1. x0 y0. After this, we want to find the y prime at x0. Y prime at x0. Is that mean here you can replace x by x0, y by y0. Okay. When we replace x by x0, y by y0, we can estimate the y prime of 2 is equal minus 11 over 2. Somehow we reach minus 11 seconds. Okay? Minus 11 seconds. Minus 11 over 2. Okay? Okay, we can replace x0 to y0 equal 1. Y prime minus 11 seconds. Okay, we obtain the tangent line. Okay, we obtain the tangent line. With respect to đáp án cả hai vế, with respect to theo về đích, with respect to theo về đích. Thì sau này chúng ta làm là cái hàm số nó có thể rất nhiều biến. Thì theo biến nào? Theo biến nào? With respect to là cụm từ là theo biến đích. Đây là cụm từ with respect to. Sometimes we can denote with respect to by W and T. Sometimes we can denote this by That new T is having present vector. Okay? It's a vector. Okay. Now, then I imagine to the higher order derivative. Higher order derivative đạo hàm bậc cao hơn. Higher order derivative đạo hàm bậc cao hơn.
Để tìm ra phương trình cấp cứu đưa hay là mã không được.
From the function f, this may be we have the derivative of f. If you consider the derivative of f as a function, this may be we can continue the derivative of f prime. Okay? If you take the derivative of f prime, we have a second derivative. Okay, second derivative. Okay, we have the sum below relate to higher order derivative. Second derivative, sometimes second order derivative per se. This will be again on this. Okay, it's not order. It's not order. Second derivative is the same to second order derivative. Okay? In general, we want to mention to the nth derivative. Again, we love this slide. Nth order derivative. The name. If we mention to the first order derivative, we reach f prime. If we mention to the second order derivative, we can reach double prime. F double prime. Okay? When we mention to the third order derivative, we have the f triple prime. Okay? How to reach third order derivative? Ở đây các con số rất là đặc biệt. Bình thường tôi học cấp nào là nth derivative là đủ. Được cái gì? Nhưng một số trường hợp đặc biệt khi n bằng 1, bằng 2, bằng 3 thì chúng ta sẽ đọc đặc biệt. Ví dụ bằng 1 thì nếu đọc bình thường sẽ là first order derivative, bậc 2 sẽ là second order derivative, bậc 3 là third order derivative. Còn nếu đọc ngắn gọn như là đọc A phẩy thì bậc nhất sẽ đọc là f prime, bậc 2 đọc là f double prime, bậc 3 f triple prime. Được chưa nhỉ? Có 3 màu giấy đọc đơn giản giống sẽ đọc bình thường. Triple prime. Triple. Okay, for simplicity, for convenience, we denote fx by zero derivative. We convert f0 derivative by fx. Convention, we look. We have some n derivative for basic function. Exponent ax, we have the formula. Sine nth derivative of sine is equal sine n plus n pi over 2. The similar in to the and the derivative of cosine function is equal. The final is mixing to the linear function. Linear function. Các bạn đã nhận được cái file mới chưa? Tưởng là lần bạn xin bạn nào các bạn bảo không cho chị bạn nào không ạ? Mình gửi lại đúng các bạn đấy luôn nhé, của bạn ấy gửi cho nhé. Còn lấy file nữa mà. Cái file tiếp theo. Okay, continue. We have some properties related to higher order derivative. The first term is present to the linearity depending and the derivative of sum. Therefore, the sum of and the derivative the same to different constant multiple same. Linearity depending. The second theorem is mentioned to the Leibniz rule. We can estimate and the derivative of product. Okay, now let me give you an example. We have the function f(x) is equal 1 over x squared minus 3x plus 2. Now we want to find the derivative of function f. How to find it? How to find? Now, solution. Okay, it maybe we can express and different of two linear functions. We can see f is equal 1 over x minus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, you can express here the different two functions is equal to 1 over x minus 2 minus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, x minus 1. I think you know the formula. 1 over x minus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, I think you know the difference here. So we get the difference. Okay, this way we can derive it equal to x minus 2 the power negative 1 minus x minus 1 power negative 1. Different. Now, I think you based on linearity. We have the and the derivative f is equal f minus 2 to the power of negative 1 and minus x minus 1 the power negative 1 to continue how to estimate to estimate. You can see the first factor. A equal 1, B equal negative 2, alpha equal negative 1. Okay? I think you can analyze the formula here to estimate. Analyze the formula here to estimate. Now, analyze the formula here. Let me estimate nth order of the first factor here. Negative 1. What value? What value? In this case, we have the A at 1, B at negative 2, alpha negative 1. So we can replace here by 1 to the power n. 1 to the power n. Alpha negative 1. Negative 1. Negative 2. Alpha negative 1. 1. Okay. Okay, it remains negative n. Negative 1 times negative 2 etc. Negative n. Continue. X minus 2 the power negative 1 minus n. So it's equal okay, we can reduce. Now, who can tell me how many the number negative here? 1, 2, 3, etc. N negative. N negative. So we can take the negative side here. 1. Negative 1 to the power n. To continue, we can do the 1 times 2 times 3, etc. It makes to the n factorial. N factorial. N factorial. Giải thừa. N factorial. Okay, n factorial. N factorial, you remain here is 1 over s minus 2 the power n plus 1. Okay? So similarly, we can estimate the second factor. Yes, the same. We can replace 2 here by 1. The same. X minus 1 to the power negative 1 is equal negative 1 power n factorial is over x minus 1 to the power n plus 1. Two, three.
Ý của em nhé, ý của em là làm sao được trong khi vẫn có 5 biến x kia. Vậy thì cho hai cái bạn nhau à? Làm sao? Cái này trừ nhau đúng không?
1, 2, 3.
Để bảo là gì?
1, 2, 3.
Là cái chấm sau cuối cùng.
We are okay. and derivative function f is equal negative 1 to the power n times factorial.
Example.
Okay. 1 over x minus 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 1 over x minus 1 to the power n plus 1. Okay. We can estimate the derivative function f. It's based on linearity property and formula. Cái chỗ này bạn hiểu gì? Cái chỗ này thì hiểu gì? Ở đây có cái đầu số âm đúng không? Cái đầu số âm thì cho dấu trừ ra ngoài chưa? Và còn lại chỉ là 1 nhân 2 nhân n không? Vậy là dây thừa chưa? Rút gọn thôi mà. Ở đây là dây rồi. Okay, now continue. I want you analyze the second theorem here. Let me through. Estimate the example 4. Now we want to find the nth derivative function f. Now let me find nth derivative function f. The given f is equal. Now how to find? Okay, for simplicity, let me give you as an example x squared is times x more than s. Example. If the electric throw activates and derivative function f.
Cái đề bài đấy nó bảo là tìm đạo hàm bậc n của cái hàm số đấy thì đây thì là đạo hàm bậc n của nó đây bậc n đạo hàm bậc n nó chỉ là số vô cùng đây là đạo hàm bậc n đấy, còn ví dụ như là hàm bậc 2, 3 thì em có thể thay ra cái công thức này. Đấy thì công thức đấy.
Now, how to estimate the n derivative function? I think it's not easy if you estimate the derivative function step by step. It's not easy. It's not easy. I want you to apply. Let me through to estimate. Now, how to do that?
Cái lúc mà nó cho một cái giá
Now, another process, step one, the solution. The solution. If you want to apply the length rule, I think you need to express the ax by the product of function. What value function f, what value function z? Okay, I think you can choose the fx is equal x squared. Zf is equal exponent x. Okay, I think you can represent the 8x is equal fx times gf. Okay? Now, if you want to estimate the f derivative of cumulative function, what we need to do first? You can see f. The derivative f, you can see k. K varies from 0 to n. Does that mean we need to estimate all derivatives of function f from 0 to n? Okay? So continue we need to estimate the all derivative function z from 0 to n. So first step 1, you need to find all derivative function f and all derivative function z. Okay, from 0 to n. Okay, I think you need to estimate. Now, we need to find the all derivative function f. F0, only 0 derivative. Okay, convention 0 derivative identical with the fx. So, square. F round. Two bits. Okay. F đáp một round. Two. F triple round. Zero. Okay. Similarly, we have the fk is equal 0 for all k greater than 3. Okay? We need to find the all derivative of function f. To continue, we mentioned the function z. Zk z exponent. I think you know nth derivative of function z all the way equal zx. Okay? The same. So we have here equal. Okay? Step 2. We apply the labeling rule. Using labeling rule. And the derivative function is equal the sum k equals 0 to n